Carl and Brendan here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for sure. And it's tier list time as we return to a previous tier list we've done. Months ago, we did 40 albums, best and worst covers, basically, judging some of the great and some of the worst album covers in rock and metal out there. We are returning to this for another 40, another random selection chosen, and we're going to rank them all. With the same setup as the last, we have the very top ranking as the best. Then one below, lovely looking. Right in the middle, it's fine. Right near the bottom, pretty bad. And then, of course, the opposite to the best, the worst. The worst. So there is a right mix here. I've gone all over, and I've been trying to be very careful about, not weighting it too much on the bad or the good, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's be judgmental.
Yeah, seriously, some of them. I went through them with Lou yesterday, and even though I couldn't, bloody hell. Well, we start off with an interesting one. Check out Edema topple the Giants.
Better have a giant on it.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does.
Oh, wow.
That's impressive, isn't it?
Well,
Do you like Edema? Obviously, new metal.
Nah, I know the name. I don't recognize. I couldn't think of a single song.
Yeah, they were.
I can't even I'm looking at the Giant and thinking was he a band member or?
I have no idea either. Weirdly enough, Edema, even though I was into new metal, Edema never came up. I don't know anything by them, but this cover is just. I don't know if I love it or I hate it. I mean, it's
shit. It is terrible.
It is.
I mean, it's made me laugh. So on that side of things, I guess, hey, it made me chuckle.
But so we just dump this one in the worst then, because
I think that's fucking dire. It don't even I guess it was probably the point of it, but don't even like they've tried to pretend it was anything other than just cut and paste the pictures in there. They haven't tried to blend them or anything.
This is not a Photoshop job. This is, as you said, a cut and paste stick, and it looks the worst. It really is. One for the opposite side, I think we are looking at Amon Amarth Suitor Rising. Surtur Rising, should I say? Not Suitor. Suitor, like his fucking suit. Surtur.
Yeah.
Amon Amarth do great covers, and this is a damn good one.
Yeah, it's a handy topic, the old Norse mythology and Vikings, and it's very difficult to do a bad cover. Stick some fucking Vikings on there and Thor and shit.
Yeah. But
I love that. Yeah,
fire and flames in it.
It's the colours as well, isn't it? It's there's nothing big and it's bright, but it's dark. It's dark looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
All fire and volcanoes, and there's a lot going on in it, man. There's a lot of detail, isn't there, when you get into it?
You start looking at little bits and things like that. And then we often say that we said this a lot in the previous video as well. When you start looking at things like the title or the name of the band on it, how relevant and prevalent is it? I think they kind of nailed it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's great. I really like it.
What do you reckon? The best? Or
I think it should go in the best. That's some pretty fucking excellent artwork, that, isn't it?
Yeah, no arguments here. Okay, Anthrax, Fistful of Metal.
Sure, I know this one already, but let's remind myself.
Yeah, you'll instantly recognize it once it pops up.
Yes, I remembered well. The vulgar display of power, but from an amateur band. It's how it kind of looks.
It is it's like someone tried to copy it in cartoon style, but really did it. What puzzles me about this cover, I don't get where the fist is coming from.
It looks like it's coming out of his mouth, doesn't it? In a way. Yeah.
So it's not a punch. It's like a fist is punched out of his mouth.
Yeah.
It's memorable, I guess, but it's not good. It's not good artwork, is it?
No, it don't look good. I'm trying to work out what's going on top of his bonnet and all. Is that a hand holding his head down, or?
Maybe. It looks like there's something on the top, doesn't it? Maybe someone's holding his head.
Yeah, there's a lot of odd things going on in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what disturbs me about it, to be honest with you, more than anything else, is some of the proportional stuff is out. The kind of bottom underneath the hand where you can see the fingers and the knuckles.
Yep.
Like, and you can kind of see the teeth and the jawline, but it's not in line with where that would be on the mouth. Like in comparison to like silly little things. But I look at it and it looks like, I don't know, it looks like his jaw's been dislocated up, like it's like after the punch. But anyway, yeah, no, I don't like it. I think that's terrible. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's pretty bad. I'd say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you there. Pretty not the worst, but
Nah.
it's not good at all. So pretty bad. This is going to be an interesting one. Avatar Hunter Gatherer.
Yeah.
This is obviously the latest, as of the time recording, the latest Avatar album, and it's predominantly an open mouth scream of Johannes with colors.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's not a great cover, is it?
No, that is the reality of it, isn't it?
Weirdly enough, even though I know this is not anything to do with what it was, it could just as easily pass as a promotional picture for the remake of It.
It could. You're right. Yeah, kind of the way the makeup is just...
The way the makeup is and the lights and,
dead lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think it's eye-catching.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think if you know Avatar, you can instantly go, oh, without even looking at the name, you'd be like, oh, that's Avatar. But it's not very imaginative. I don't really get how that works in the context of the title, Hunter Gatherer, either. You know?
Yeah, I don't either. Honestly, I don't think it covers anything special at all. I really don't. And it's quite a disappointment, I guess, when you hold it up against some of their more expansive ones like Feathers and Flesh and stuff like that, which are heavily detailed pieces of artwork. And this was like, Johannes, open your mouth. We're going to stick some light in it.
Really wide, please. Yeah, I think this one goes middle right. It's just fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing particularly good or bad about it. All right, contender for the bad. Check out Battle Axe, Burn This Town. This one made me laugh.
Oh,
that's some pretty artwork, isn't it?
Wow. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with his face?
It's just, is it a bad artist or was it done as a joke? I don't get it.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit, yeah, it bothers me a little bit, actually. What bothers me is the leg, the leg that you can see, the front bit, the brown kind of boot bit at the front. Mm-hmm. He's got the longest leg in the world. Like, ridiculous.
Everything is wrong about it. You look at his face and you're like, no, that's not right either.
No, he's got such a huge leg, but then you can't see the foot on the other side, which you should be able to see down a bit underneath the bike. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Yeah, no, it doesn't look very good, man. It's a bit of a shame, actually, because if you took the biker and the axe, which very much looks like an inflatable axe,
yeah,
and out of the middle of that, the actual sort of scenery in that in the background with the fire in it, I don't mind that. I think that looks okay. It's quite artistic. It's quite comic book, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you took that out of it and just left that there, the town burning, I'd be like, that's pretty good artwork.
Ooh,
but
okay.
They ruined it because the focal point of it is that dude on the very square looking bike, Lego bike, basically.
But you pulled a positive out, so I guess that means it.
Yeah. I mean, if you kind of like just try and focus on the background, where you can kind of see the shadows of the tower blocks and stuff, that's pretty cool looking. Just like, yeah, someone just didn't know when to stop. It was like, now we've got this great backing, let's put a weird looking dude on a bike in the middle. That's when somebody artistic or whatever creative department should have gone, no, it's okay as it is. I think it's pretty bad, and it's only not in the worst purely because of the background. I think if you know what I mean.
Above or below Anthrax?
Oh man, they're quite on the par, aren't they? I don't mind either way. Take your pick.
I'll put it after. I think. Yeah, after definitely. Black Sabbath, Born Again. Yeah, so Born Again, the Red Devil baby on the front. It's 3 colors really: blue, red, and black. Yellow and white. It's
it's eye-catching. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I think it's crap.
Yes, I mean, for me, it's terrible. It's in the worst for me.
I was thinking the worst too. Top of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in top of the worst.
Yeah, I think the only other Sabbath cover we did was self-titled on the other list, and that was there near the top at best. So it's good to see them one of each. Blind Guardian, Somewhere Far Beyond. I could have chosen anyone here, but this one jumped out at me more.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want detail and you want to get a representation of what Blind Guardian
Fantasy.
are, I mean, there's so much on it.
Yeah, I mean, where do you even start with it?
Yeah, I mean, to me,
it's an amazing album cover. Yeah, but
it's incredibly representative of what the album is like, what the band are like overall. It's got a certain level of cheesiness to it, which I think Blind Guardian have overall. So yeah, I really like it.
So do I.
Question is, where does it go? Lovely Looking? We haven't got.
I think that, yeah, I'll be happy to see it at the top of Lovely Looking. I don't think it's best.
Yeah. Yeah, when you got contrast that to Amon Amarth, which isn't the best, you can see the difference. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see what you think of this one. Blink-182, Enema of the State. So this is the old nurse.
I know all of these album covers. I'm just checking them to remind myself to see if it is the one I think. Yes, of course, yeah.
Of course, this is just nurse on the front. She's got a sort of putting a blue glove on. It's basically a hint towards she's about to give an enema, which is goes up the bottom.
Yeah. I haven't had an enema ever, but I'm pretty sure if I ever have to have one, my nurse don't look like that. That's just predicting the future here.
Yes, mate.
I mean, you know, is it a good album cover? It's got a pretty girl on it in a bra.
Yeah.
Which I guess was part of the all-American kind of lads cheesiness of it all.
Very representative of Blink-182 at this time, I think. You know, there's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, adult humor. Look at us, while not being like crazy controversial. You know, or is that just me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think you're reaching a little bit, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, if I look at that cover and say I know nothing about Blink-182, and I look at that and I try and judge what I think I'm going to get from this album, I got nothing. All I'm doing is, there's a bird there. I wouldn't I wouldn't have a clue that if this is pop punk, there's nothing in this album cover that gives anything away, I don't think, other than like, let's just stick a picture of a bird on the front with her tits out. Hey, sell records.
Fair. All right, well, I mean,
I think it's pretty bad.
Oh, see, I was thinking it's fine, but after Avatar.
You can put it bottom of fine or top of pretty bad. Like, so we're kind of in that ballpark. I don't mind either way.
I think just because of the two that are in pretty bad, it's got to stay out of there for now. For now, we might change our mind at the end, depending upon what else comes up.
Yeah.
But I think we've got a contender here for not just the best, but maybe the top of the best. It is Cattle Decapitation, Earth Atlas.
Death Atlas.
What did I say? Oh, Death Atlas. Earth Atlas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only bringing it up because I know this album well.
Yeah,
I'm bringing it up just because I know already. I love the imagery on this. It's so fucking good.
I appreciate the correction. Yeah, I want to get it bloody right. This album cover to me, it's when I chose this one, I spent ages just looking at it because it's been a while since I've listened to this album. I'd kind of forgotten, and I was like, oh god, it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
It is. It's like. It's immensely detailed. Again, like there's a lot of detail. Even when you get like away from the eye-catching front imagery, and you start looking at the kind of clouds and the fire and everything that's going on behind it. I love that it makes you think a bit.
Yep.
I really do. I love this idea of like a broken shell of death with his side carrying the dying planet on his back.
Hell yeah.
The timer, what they call sand timer, whatever it is at the front. Hourglass, that's the word.
Yeah,
ticking down, and as you can see by that one, it's out of time.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it's 100% the best, like in the best for me. There's no doubt about that. It'd be hard push to beat this one in this round. To be honest.
I think top, even above Amon as well.
Yeah,
it's going to be tough to beat that. Actually, you are right. It might be one that I think's we'll get to it. Up next, Cradle of Filth, Midian. So, man, there's a lot of purple going in this one.
There isn't it? It's very purple album.
But something I really don't like about it, I think they did a shit job of the Photoshop, the putting the people in, like the things in, the figures on the left and the right.
Yeah.
When you really look at it, it's like, oh, this isn't actually that good.
No, I mean, in comparison to a lot of Cradle albums,
Mm-hmm.
this is a cheesy album cover compared to some of the more gothic looking ones. That's the truth. Which is weird because it's potentially their best album, or it's definitely one of their best albums.
It's got some of our favorite songs on it. It's got, yeah, I think it's got equally mine and yours up there as one of like all-time favorite songs in it. So yeah,
you know, when I look at it, like, you know, when you look at something like, I don't know, Cruelty and the Beast and the simplistic but gothic imagery of Elizabeth Bathory in the bath, and you look at this, the purple face dude in the background doesn't look scary, and the moon in his forehead just makes him look like he's halfway through growing a unicorn horn. The angry shrimp on the right, I'm not really sure what that is, and Meghan Markle, because that's what she really looks like her on the left.
See it.
You know, so yeah, I don't know what they was going for in it, but I don't think they succeeded with this one.
Nope.
You know,
I think we do it. Put this one in pretty bad. Top of pretty bad above Anthrax.
Yeah, I think top of pretty bad is fine.
Okay, we go to one that's been controversial. Not the album cover, controversial between us and the previous list, where I like Simplicity. You're not such a big fan. So we are checking out Death Heaven, Sunbather. Sunbather, all one word. Now, I really like this album cover, but I have a funny feeling you might not.
Yes, this album cover. No, I hate it.
I hate it?
Well, I don't know. Hate's a strong word. I don't hate it.
I love the simplicity of it.
I immensely dislike it.
I love the lettering. I love the hue, the color. Gives that warmth of the sun thing. And I'm trying not to like let my love of this album like override it here. I'm like, it's fucking Death Heaven.
No, there's no harm with it. I love the album. I like Death Heaven as well, despite the overuse of the word post when anyone talks about them. But there you go. But I do like them. I'm a fan of the band. I'm a fan of this album. I'm trying to think why. What was it about this I don't really like? I don't really have reasons why I don't like it. It's just a visual thing. That's the truth of it. I look at it and I don't instantly go, bang, I have that. I think maybe it's a good album cover in a way, because I think what it's doing is like challenging my own expectations of what a metal album cover will look like in a way. Like subconsciously, is it the bright kind of peachy pinks and soft yellows and whites and whatever? I do personally, and this is again just a personal thing, I don't really get what the font is, like why the missing parts of the letters.
Okay, fair.
Why, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird. I find that quite odd. It's like,
I always got it as like, it's like the letters are lying of sinking into what is the sun behind it. Sunbather. Do you see what I mean? Like, and that's like almost like if you think of like Terminator 2 when the T-1000 is melting into you know the lava, whatever that stuff is. Yeah, that's kind of what I get from it. But I
mean, I can see that, and and you know, I don't know any difference, so I'll accept that, and that makes it better. To be honest with you, because then I'm like, okay, I can kind of see that. Well, I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it?
Where are we going to put this one? Because for me, it's lovely looking, but I don't think you want it that high. So
I don't find it lovely looking. I think it's fine.
Okay.
It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind it being a lovely looking. I think it'll be at the bottom of lovely looking for me, though. It's likely that it's not painful to look at. It's quite lovely to look at. So I guess
there we go. Then
I guess that works.
I would have put it above Blind Guardian, but we'll put it behind it because that's the middle ground. So I'm quite happy with that. Middle. Yeah. Where are we? Well, to Dimmy Borgir's Puritanical Euphoric Misanthropia. Now, for me, this cover seems to have been designed for one thing only, which is the court controversy more than anything else. I don't really get it. Yeah, I don't really get it. It's eye-catching as fuck, but it definitely is like, we're going to totally shock people here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
like
good
colors. I like the
artwork.
Yeah.
You know, even the scheme of like, you know, the coloring that they've done for their name and the way like it sits nicely on the black background. I like the fact that the picture itself despite it. Yeah, you're absolutely 100%. I agree with you. It's there to shock, and that's really it.
Yeah.
But it's quite subdued, actually. You know, it's not like it's like an oil painting rather than, you know, like everything's clear lines and everything like that.
Yeah, they could have brightened it up and made it really prominent. It seems not to be.
I like the fact that it's kind of like foggy a little bit almost.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Above or below Avatar?
Probably above Avatar.
Top of it's fine then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm down with that.
Down
okay, Disturbed, The Sickness.
Sorry, that was about the album, not the cover.
Well, the cover's pretty as well. You know, it's a weird album cover. I still don't really understand quite what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know? There are elements I like. For stars, I hate the puke green color. I hate that. The imagery is weird looking. The only thing I really like about it is the sort of name tag thing in the corner, the bottom left, with Disturbed Sickness on it. You know?
Yeah.
What is it supposed to be? Obviously, that's a person, but what's he in?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's whatever his name is, the front man.
David Draymond.
Yeah, David Draymond. That's it.
Yep. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's like his eyes. It looks like his eyes. I don't know what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
It looks like one of two things to me, right?
Yeah.
One, like he's putting his jumper on, and he's furious that they're taking a picture of him while he's doing it.
Oh God, I can't unsee that now. I've never thought of that. Now I can't unsee it.
Well, maybe I'll leave it there because my next one's like a bit more gross.
No,
like,
go on,
you know, I'm trying to get like some sort of weird birthing scene with David Draymond being an angry baby coming out somewhere. I don't know. It's hard to pull that one out really, but I don't know. I mean, I was just trying. It's obviously someone coming out of something. It's difficult to figure out what it is. That's the truth of it. Yep. And part of that is because of the disgustingly horrid greeny color on it.
Yeah.
Because it's just took away any detail. Because actually, if that green wasn't there and that was a Christmas jumper, we'd know straight away.
Yeah. I'm forever going to see it as David Draymond got stuck in his jumper and got angry because everyone was taking pictures of him.
Got furious because they were like, "Oh, we'll take the picture of you."
They're going to look stupid.
I mean,
David, we're going to make it all green. It'll look great.
I mean, the things that are, you know, like I 100% I agree that I don't like the color scheme anyway. I think it's weird. The label, yeah, fine. That's no problem with that. Don't get me wrong. I don't even know what it's really meant to be.
Yes.
It's got a bit of the lyrics on the front of it. But yeah, don't know what it is. Doesn't represent the music in any way to me that I can see. You know, so I think it's pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Above or below Midian?
Below Midian.
All right. Above or below Anthrax?
There's a tough one here because Anthrax is it gets pretty bad, pretty bad after that. But put it in there, put it below Midian and up before Anthrax.
Yeah,
just because it's now humorous at least, if nothing else.
Yeah, you've added a new layer to it that I've never seen before, so I'm quite excited to think of that in the future. And I'm going to share that with Lou afterwards. This one you might
figured it out.
Right, the band is Enochian, and that's Enochian. And the album is Night Monumental Evil. So this is a random one I found.
Night Monumental. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It's one of these ones.
Yep.
I mean,
okay.
It's a black metal band, an album cover.
They made some critical errors, man.
Just a few.
First of all, it's daylight. Oh man, what's going on in this thing? There's a lot going on. I've got some blurred out boobage going on.
Oh, yours is blurred out. No, the one I've got is full on, not blurred. It's not actually blurred on the album cover. It's
no, I wouldn't have thought it would. Yeah. I think it's probably most likely because I'm on a restricted work laptop.
Of course. I mean, this to me, this is not an album cover. This is a promo shot for a bunch of kids who are starting their first black metal band, and a couple of them happen to know how to breathe fire. And it's like, yeah, come on, we'll go up there. We'll go up into Scandinavian mountains and take this as a cover, and then we'll send it all out to the press, and they're gonna love it, and we're gonna be like, yeah, we're the new evil band in the block. And instead, everybody looks at it and goes, shut up.
I'm impressed that they set fire in the snow.
I
more than anything else. I was like, oh, that's cool.
real.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I mean that's it's got to be up there with the worst, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's weird, like, you know, entertainment factor. I guess you'd rate it highly. It's like, yeah, that's quite cool. Look at these idiots, you know.
Yeah.
But that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better or worse than Sabbath?
I think it's better than Sabbath.
Yep, I was happy with top or worst. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, there's a lot more going on in it.
There you go, Enochian.
Yeah.
We've rated you higher than Black Sabbath.
And the Dima, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Graveland, Carpathian Wolves.
Got the word Carpathian in it.
Oh yeah, this is an interesting one.
Oh, this has got to be true black metal, isn't it?
Probably. I don't know the band at all, to be honest. But I kind of like it, to be honest. I really like the way they've used black and white and the shading to kind of show some cool imagery.
Yeah, it looks like a charcoal picture.
Yeah.
I like the wolf coming out of him, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, the more you look at it, the more like little things you pick up, because at first you don't really see the flame, you know, in the thing that he's holding, and it's very detailed.
It is. There's a lot going on in it, and which is nice for such a keeping it no colors.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I do, actually. I think this is good. I think this is lovely looking.
Yeah, same. All right, where do we put it then? Sunbather and Blind Guardian are our top two.
Me personally, I'd split them, but I'm okay with not. I'm happy like with it just being in the category.
No,
if you want to keep Sunbather,
we'll split it. I think you know. I'm just letting. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend more time staring at this one than I am Sunbather.
Yeah, there is that, isn't it? And I have praised this album cover, so I'm gonna be fair here. Iron Maiden, Brave New World.
The one that I know.
This is, for me, this is part crap and part good. Like, it's half and half. I like the Iron Maiden font. I like the detail in the clouds and the skull above it, but I don't really like the cityscape. Don't really like it. It's a bit just like, oh, generic future city, supposed to be similar to London.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a strange thing, because like Maiden covers are like detailed, and you know, there's obviously always quite a lot going on, and in a weird way that's almost like punishes them a little bit, because it's like, oh, there's nothing new here. It's another Maiden cover. Yeah, same as you. I like the face in the clouds. I like the little other ones in the sort of details around it. You can kind of see faded faces. City scene. Yeah, doesn't do anything for me. London is, it's Tower Bridge at the front of it. That's where the London thing is. Fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where we put it then.
It's fine.
Dimmy Borgir, is it better than that?
No, I don't think so.
Avatar?
Probably is better than Avatar's. It's not too dissimilar to Avatar's, other than there's more detail. It's got one face on the front of it and all.
I suppose that's fair. A bit more detail going on that one. All right. Korn, Untouchables. Kiddies.
Korn, Untouchables. Ah, yes.
Yeah, of course, it's this album cover.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I think the detail in the faces is really, really good. I really do like the detail in the faces. And I get the reference to the album, Untouchables, all that. I just don't really care for this cover. I don't really either or. It's just, oh, okay. Yeah, that's that. I think Korn have done better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's you know, it's a weird thing, because it is a very Korn cover.
Yep.
You know, it seems the perfect cover for the band, to be honest, to a degree.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
feel like this goes in the middle again, doesn't it? It's fine.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I do. I'm trying to pick out, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, because
I mean, I like the.
I've never really studied this cover. Do you know what I mean? I've got the album behind me, but I've never really studied the cover or anything like that. But you know, obviously the kids are grubby and aged, and they look in some cases like they're meant to be representations of someone.
Really, you reckon?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's stick it in its spine. It's just
Yeah.
where we put it. So starting from the bottom, do you like this more than Blink-182's Enema?
Yeah, probably.
Avatar.
Yeah.
I reckon there
Yeah.
after Avatar.
Yeah.
Let's put it in between Avatar and Blink. Lamb of God, Ashes of the Wake. Yeah. See, this is I love the colors. I really do. The green and the red. I love the contrast, the split down the middle almost, if you look at it from a distance. I love the Lamb of God font and the way Ashes of the Wake is put. But beyond that, that's about it for me.
I don't know. Again, I like the detail of the bottom.
Yeah.
I like the rats and I think they're people sort of pulling mining carts or whatever along the back. So it's got a lot going on it again when you get into it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it though, that's the truth.
Okay, that's fair.
I can't quite figure out what the bird sort of creatures are carrying in their mouths.
No, I can't.
Like it looks like a syringe or a pen. It's really, you know what I mean? So like, it's like there's bits of it I really like, and then bits of it that I'm like, what's going on there? Then I don't understand. So
it's another. It's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
This one might be near the top though. So what do you reckon? Better than Dimu's or worse?
I'd personally still prefer Dimu's over this one. I think.
Same. What about this or Maiden then?
I'd have it there. Put it before Maiden. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Down with that. Okay, we're going on to an iffy one. It is Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory.
Yes.
Now, I will openly admit this, people, for a very longest time, and considering I was a fan of this album back in the day, and I owned it, for the longest time, I never really looked at this cover. So for the life of me, I thought the guy in the middle was carrying a hockey stick. And only recently did I look properly and go, oh, it's a fucking flag. Of course it's a flag.
Yeah.
Why are you carrying a hockey stick?
Yeah. It's a famous scene, isn't it?
Yep.
I was just having a quick look to remember. Dear God. It's a street art logo. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it was famous because of the album cover.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's cool.
Sorry, I thought.
I mean, obviously, it's done very much like that. It's a street art thing. It's done like it's been spray painted. To add their hybrid theory thing into it, they've added these sort of butterfly, whatever you call them, wings, not butterfly wings, you know what I mean, dragonfly wings behind him, or that could be an X. Is that an X drawn? I'm not sure. This album's confusing me.
It's a pretty good representation of them, though. I think
it is. I love that. I love that font. I think the Linkin Park thing on the top, so vibrant and so clearly them, and it works against that grey background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good. I quite like the album cover, to be honest with you. I don't think it's bad. I think it is a good representation of them. I think that screams Linkin Park to me, both in that the style of the music and the kind of street vibe.
Yep.
But also in that it's a little confusing and a bit shit. I'm joking.
It goes in its spine, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's not lovely looking. It's not. It's fine.
Yeah. It's okay. Fine. Well, let's start near the bottom for this one. Better than Blink?
Yeah.
Better than Korn?
Yes.
Better than Avatar?
I feel painful saying it, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. Same. I know what I know what I want, and we'll see if it lines up. Better than Maiden?
Yeah.
Yep. Better than Ashes of the Wake, Lamb of God?
No.
That's it. That's exactly where it should be. Right in between Maiden and Lamb of God. We're going for a really modern band here, but I love the cover when I saw it. It's Luna's Call, Void. So Luna's Call's latest album. And I think this is a perfect representation of progressive madness that this band embodies.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great cover, and it's really, really cool, man.
There's a lot going on, but I want to pick out the fact that centered beautifully in the middle, beautifully in that circle in the center, is the band's name. It's really prominent. It's really noticeable. It draws your eyes instantly, and then you look at everything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the wonky old man.
Yeah.
Or God, or whatever he's meant to be, Father Time, maybe. But no, it's a great cover. It looks fantastic. It really does. It's beautiful to look at. Genuinely, it's the sort of thing you'd be happy to have as a piece of artwork, like on your wall, album away or not, like just if it was a picture.
Yeah. The question is, how high do we go? Is it the best? Is it lovely looking?
I'm all right with this being the best. I think this is a really, really strong cover.
I agree. Bottom of best after Amon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joining good company of their Luna's Call. Okay. Here's an interesting one then. Machine Head, The Blackening, and the original Blackening cover as well, not the variants and special editions. So, yeah. It's been a while since I looked at this cover.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I do love it. I love it. I love it for partly because it's simplicity, which is the big black border. The fact that it almost looks like a tarot card to a certain degree, but then you look at what's in that, on that, and you see the detail. But I love the understated Machine Head and the Blackening, the wording. It almost feels grown up, you know?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good representation of the album as well. And I think maybe the place that they were at, because, you know, I guess we didn't really know what we were going to get when this album came out. And that album, that sort of screams to me that this is about the music and not us. Like, you know what I mean? It's Machine Head. It's, like you said, shrunk down. It's not plastered all over the front of it.
Yeah. And
it's about the imagery, and the imagery is dark and quite gothic.
Yeah.
Same with you, get the tarot card sort of reference.
Yeah. I think it goes in the best.
I think so too. It's probably my favorite, well, my second favorite Machine Head album cover anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm happy for it to go in the best. I'd put it at the bottom of the ones that we got in there though.
Yeah. Let's put it at the end. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to stop pulling some of these really horrible ones out now. It is Metallica's Load.
Don't even look for these, do you? But I'll...
So, I mean, for those who don't know and always wondered what this cover is, it isn't flames. It is the disgusting combination of semen and blood pushed between two plate glasses.
Yep.
Why? Who fucking knows? Who knows? How does it relate to load and reload and all that? I have no clue.
I don't know. I think I've repeatedly heard it said as a joke before, is that it represents the album really well because it's wank. But I mean, it's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. Even if I didn't know what it was, it's still a horrible cover. Even if it was Flame, it's a horrible cover.
Oh yeah. Because then it's like, what is that all you could come up with? Flame.
Yeah. But you know, there's nothing. I don't even like the way they've done the Metallica logo on it.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like it. Doesn't look like it belongs. Like it shouldn't be there. What annoys? This is our band who did 5 good album covers, and even the Black Album, the album before this, was really nice because it was black with just the kind of snake with a slightly lighter font in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, to then go to this, and although it's not on this list, the following Reload. This is the worst for me.
Shame on you, Metallica.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. It's in the worst for me. For me, this can go at the bottom of the worst.
Yep. I agree, because here's the thing with Edemas, at least we can look and laugh at it. You know, I don't want to laugh at it.
But that's all I want to do is I just want to get off it and onto the next one and pretend I never had to look at it again.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we actually have a contender that might beat it. We are looking at Pantera Metal Magic.
Yeah.
This thing.
I don't know what you're talking about because these don't exist.
By that cover band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so
God damn it.
Terrible. Why is everything pink?
I don't know what's going on there. The logo's terrible. The kind of the artwork, the picture's terrible.
It's just so amateur.
It's got nothing going for it at all. Yeah.
I mean, it goes in the worst, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where?
In the
We obviously
worst.
got Metallica at the bottom with load.
Yep.
Better or worse?
The thing is, I'd still rather look at this one than I would load. That's the truth of it.
Okay. All right. Then I reckon
So,
I'm happy. I would have put it below Metallica, but if we put it ahead of Metallica after a D-Man.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that is a shocker of a one. Okay, another modern band, modern album, Mr. Misery, A Brighter Side of Death. I really like this one. When I was showing Lou it, she was like, oh, that's crap. I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
Very eye-catching.
Yeah. It's got the old kind of like a... It's kind of got a bit of a video game vibe to it, actually, or the Castlevania sort of side of things.
I think the detail in her is fantastic. The way it almost has a 3D effect as if she's reaching out for you. I like the font for Mr. Misery at the top, the album title. I think the coloring is quite good. Yeah, this to me is lovely looking. Yeah,
it's a great picture. Really good artwork. Lovely looking. Absolutely. 100% agree.
Ahead or below Sunbather? Should put at the bottom of lovely
Ahead.
looking. Oh, okay, maybe not then.
Then put it at the bottom. It's fine.
Yeah, let's do that. It's in that list. Okay, NoFX, Heavy Petting Zoo. Oh, this album cover. I mean, what are you supposed to say about it?
Yes. What indeed?
So it's very suggestive, obviously, without actually being...
just a little bit.
It fits the title, Heavy Petting Zoo. It makes me laugh. It's so fucking stupid.
Really, really weird, man.
Yeah.
For a cover of an album. I mean, yeah. Yeah, what's going on here?
Do we put it...
It's like the two kids petting sheep in the background, do you know what I mean? It's like... Yeah. It's weird. Stop it.
Yeah, I feel like the dad's brought his kids there, and it's yeah, he's getting heavy petting on. It's pretty bad. It's not the worst because it's it
can go. Yeah, pretty bad. It's definitely memorable. Just for the wrong reasons.
Do you think it's better or worse than Battle Axe, though?
I think it's worse than Battle Axe.
Bottom sounds good to me.
I think this was it's bottom of that because I think this was only just squeaked out of the worst.
Yes, well said. Yes. Right. Next, we have Pervertium. So the word pervert with UM for the title, and the title. Sorry, the album is Creature of Ungod. So Pervertium, Creature of Ungod. Yeah, these were some random ones I found. It's every cheesy black metal / Queen thing they're going on here. I don't know.
Well, there's a couple of these black metal bands, man, with their tops off. Thought they was always like scared of the fucking sun, get sunburnt and shit.
Oh, but I've got a big chest. I want to look hard as nails. I want to look tough because I turned my back on God and I worship Satan or something like that. And our band name is Pervertium because we're so cool. I just hate covers like this. It just makes me, even if I don't know the band and I don't know this band, their music could be awesome. It could be right up my street. I look at a cover like that and I go, nah, you're right, mate.
The worst thing about this cover, to be honest with you, is the dude in the bottom right who just looks like he wasn't meant to be in the photo.
It looks like
he
looks like he didn't get the memo that day about proper face paint either. Like they were like, don't go too thick on it. And he was like, oh, I'll go thick on it then. And it was like, no. And this is the worst for me, and I reckon near the top, alongside the other band, the one with the flame, Ekion, them ones. Yeah. But is it better or worse than
fine. That? Worse.
Okay, that's where it goes then.
Because at least the other one was comical.
Yes, and we analysed that one a bit more as well. Talking about lack of analysts then, Rob Zombie, Hillbilly Deluxe. I'm not saying the full name, just Hillbilly Deluxe. So again, me and Lou had words about this one. She was like, oh, this is amazing. I was like, you're joking, right? You're joking.
It's a picture of Rob Zombie.
That's it. And Or like again, like oh yeah, Rob, green, just green today. Green is the color we want because the background of the album is not going to be green. So we want you to stand out on it. Yeah, does he look evil? Does it represent Rob Zombie? Fair enough, it does. But it doesn't tell me anything. I don't get excited by looking at it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't really care for it either. I mean, it's fine. I think it would be all right and fine. Bottom of fine. Sort of top of pretty bad.
Well, I wanted to put it in pretty bad, but do you think it's better or worse than Midian?
I think it's worse than Midian, actually.
Yeah.
I prefer Midian.
And we because he's green, we should put him alongside Disturbed to Sickness to have green on green.
Should have just had a green category. Just shoved them all in there.
Next one, Pile Driver, Metal Inquisition. This is one where I generally struggle to know if I love this one or I hate it, because it's just one of those classic metal album covers where they have no sense of irony. They have no sense of it. And you just think this looks badass. People are going to love that. We'll call Pile Driver. I mean,
drilling through his head with a guitar.
What is he wearing on his fucking head? The one who's doing the pile driving. What is he wearing?
A bit of a Mad Max sort of feel to it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like 2 man enter, 1 man leave sort of thing.
Yep.
Because he's got a similar sort of thing on his shoulder. He's got like shoulder pads and all that, with like nails coming off it.
It's so fucking weird, but it's so
cheesy bad, isn't it? But it's not a bad cover. It's just cheese. It's pure cheese.
Yeah.
I think it's probably pretty bad, to be fair. I don't think it's fine. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like holding that up against things like even at the top of the pretty bad category. I still think that's worse than Midian.
What about Rob Zombie?
I prefer it to Rob Zombie, but it's probably let's put it in there because this is opinion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, we're not trying to critically analyze whether it's truly a better cover or not. I prefer that one to Rob Zombie. So.
Same here. Okay, what are we going to do next? We're going to do Rush Hemispheres. So I'm hoping you can explain this to me, or is it just going to be, well, it's Rush, so what do we expect? So take it away.
That might very well be it.
Take it away. Tell me what on earth is happening in this album cover.
So the Adam and Eve, obviously. Yeah, I'm trying to build this around. Like I don't know where I'm going at all with this. I'm completely Eve? Wrong. I'm just going to say that's Eve on it.
Okay.
Why not? Or David Bowie in there. Adam and David Bowie.
Yep.
I know it's not. No, it's not Eve. Don't get me wrong. I was struggling with it. No, I don't know. I got nothing.
Even if you go, right, okay, naked man on top of what looks to be a hill of naked people, why is there an English English gentleman in there?
What it could be, and I'm not saying this is in any way a good way because I still don't know for a fact, but so they're standing on one on each side of the brain.
Yep.
Okay. They're both relatively opposite to each other.
Yep.
As in the well-dressed, kind of fully clothed gentleman, and then the stripped back, not so clothed.
Yeah. And
then obviously hemispheres themselves are the two opposite sides of the earth. So the whole thing is screaming opposites. So you've got the opposite side of the brain, we've got the opposite type of person, and the album's called Hemispheres. I don't know why, that's the problem, but I can kind of see, the separation by hemisphere in each of these things.
That is some goddamn brilliant analysis.
But I don't understand why. That's the thing. It's like, so yes, there are two hemispheres, but what are you talking about? What do you mean? Why are you bringing it up?
So the question is, I mean, there's some good analysis. Does that change your mind about the album cover? Where would you put this? Where I'm trying to weigh up at the moment is whether it's worse or pretty bad. That's where I'm weighing up. Just in case, like you're like, oh, maybe he thinks it's the best. I'm definitely down on the bottom end here. Here's the thing: it can't go in the worst. We've got such wank in the worst; it can't go there. I think pretty bad's a fair place for it. The question is where in pretty bad. So let's just I don't know, choose randomly in the middle. We have Rob Zombie and Disturbed to Sickness. Does it fit amongst them?
Let's put it after our little green set.
Yeah. Okay. Ahead of Anthrax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good place for it. Okay. We need something for the top. So I'm going to pull this one out. Slayer, Repentless. Now, I said earlier on in the video, I said that there might be something that challenges Death Atlas for the top. And this might be the one. Because this is spectacular. And probably the best cover Slayer ever done, I think. I mean, he's done some good covers.
They have.
Mm.
It's great artwork. Yeah, I'll 100% agree with that. You know, it's got a lot of dark and pretty horrific shit going on here.
Yep, very them.
Very anti-Christianity, which is always cool.
Yep.
Or anti-religion of any form. Yeah, crosses. We got upside down crosses. We got every single box that, you know, when they sat down and was like, what's available in clip art. Like, I know it doesn't work that way, don't get me wrong, but it's amazingly good artwork. The thing that it lacks for me that Death Atlas has is that ability to read that message, you know, that idea of the world's time running out, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
This is just a wonderful looking splattering of Slayer.
Oh, see, I don't know. I mean, because of the whole Repentless and the whole like imagery, the kind of Christian imagery, again, that's why I feel it kind of fits.
Oh, I have no problem with it. I think it fits, but what I'm saying is like when you look at Death Atlas and you see Death as Bones carrying the world on his planet and time has run out, and then the album's called Death Atlas, and the album is full of songs that are all to do with the end of time and the end of the world. So the connection between the album cover and that is great. This is a fantastic thing. Don't get me wrong. This is absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. But I don't get that same level of message.
Okay.
No.
Right. Where would you put this then?
I'd put it second behind Death Atlas.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I thought you were going to go a lot lower. That's more.
Oh, no. I think it's amazing. I just didn't get the same that I got from Death Atlas.
No, that's cool. That's more than great. It's better than I expected. So badass. Let's look at Slipknot's self-titled album, Slipknot, which you should know this cover before even googling this.
Yeah,
there's of course
still gonna Google it anyway. A lot of red.
The band on the front, all on the front cover in a red boiler suits. They're using a distorted lens or like a fishbowl lens kind of thing to give it a curved shape. It's not a great cover, but man, oh man, is it eye-catching? You get everything, you know what's coming if you pick up this cover. You know, I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it was a very good representation, really, of what we were going to get without knowing it at the time.
Yep.
You know, because I guess you kind of get a little bit of a sense of like horrificness, like the horror side of it, just looking at it. I remember if you don't know anything about these guys, the first time you get that, it feels dangerous. It looks dangerous. You're like, the fuck are these, man?
Yeah, absolutely. You know? You get this impending sense of chaos.
Yeah. So I actually think, I don't think it's best, right? I think it's lovely looking. I think you go in the lovely looking category. I think it's a very good album cover. And it does go to show that, you know, you don't have to have a wonderful plain artwork. It can be just the right cover, you know?
Yeah.
What we got in there?
Top, we got Blind Guardian, Somewhere Far Beyond.
I mean, I still personally preferred Blind Guardians.
Okay. I've forgotten the name of this band. It's one of the random ones I chose. It's Graveland, the grey charcoal cover.
Yeah, see, I'm being awkward here because I like the charcoal one as well.
Okay. Sunbather.
I'd put it there, personally.
See, I have to go with you. Do you know why? Because I wanted it to be top of Lovely Lovely. So,
did you?
Looking Lovely, should I say. So the fact that it's there, I can't really be like, no, I don't want it to be ahead of Sunbather when I was going to put it ahead of Sunbather anyway. Okay, let's go for one of the cheesy ones then. We're going to look at Raven. The Pack is Back.
Raven. Geordie boys.
This is not a good cover, in my opinion. Not at all.
Oh no, don't. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna quickly get off this page. Let's go quick.
Whereas we
Oh,
could
you
have
want-
a laugh and joke with Pile Drivers one, I just look at this one and go, this is just awful. What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Right?
it's horrific, isn't it, man?
Yeah, it's just like, again, it's like when they're doing this photo shoot, what was the idea? What was the plan? Right, I'm going to have it look like you're busting out of lockers or like dressing room things in a football. It's just, wait, what is this? And you're going to wear these horrible outfits that expose way too much flesh. Way too much flesh.
Yeah. It's horrid, isn't it? It's horrific.
The worst?
Yeah, in the worst. I can't pick at, you know, something positive. Trying to, but I've got nothing.
Better or worse than Edema?
Worse.
Better or worse than Pantera's Metal Magic? Don't say it.
It's close, that one.
It goes
worse.
there.
You reckon you put it there? Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much pink in Metal Magic. I will not accept that being any higher. Let's look at Steel Panther's heavy metal rules. This is an interesting one because neither of us particularly care for this band. I think they're massively overrated. And as album covers go, I look at this and I think, well, yeah, that's Steel Panther. But I think, well, it's just shit, though. It's just shit. Like, oh, yeah, this is all that. Oh, yeah, this is what we do. Yawn. Girls. Race car. Guitar. What do you do?
Sparkler.
Yeah. I mean, I think it sucks.
Yeah, there's not much really. Yeah, I've got nothing.
Right. Pretty bad?
Yeah, pretty bad. Just
Right,
for having pretty ladies.
Let's go to the end. Is it better or worse than NoFX's Heavy Petting Zoo?
That's an odd album cover, man. So I think this is better than that. But that's more because of no effects than it is about the quality of this one.
Yeah, Battle Axe, Man on a Bike.
I'd put it there. Battle Axe. I think that was what I like the background on.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, we got a handful more, 7 more. So let's. I do have a second Metallica in this. After Load, I decided there's some Metallica albums. Let's put a second one in there, but let's choose a good one. It's Metallica's Master of Puppets. Simplicity is key here, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is the original cover of the Bed of Graves, the puppeteer fingers above, the massive Metallica font center with that sort of twilight sky in the background, and our Master Puppets nicely understated at the bottom. Big fan of this one.
Yep.
Not my favorite,
absolutely.
but it's good.
No, it's also not my favorite, but it is really, really good.
Yeah.
So it's such a memorable cover, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's simple, but you know those white crosses at not just at the front, but like all over, really, rows and rows and rows of them, and the album obviously being predominantly about the Master of Puppets being like slave to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
lovely.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a lovely looking album cover.
Okay, let's try and find a spot for it then. Better or worse than Blind Guardian? It's got to be top and lovely looking, isn't it?
Yeah, fully top.
As soon as I was saying that, what's the point? Okay, Rogue Male First Visit. I'm going to say.
I've never even heard of these before.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's so shit.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
I mean, what are we supposed to say about this? The artwork's terrible. The fact that, dude, what, you're just ripping off a Terminator thing? I mean, what are you doing in this? I do not like this.
No. I mean, obviously the first thing that pops in your head is, oh my God, it's the Terminator thing.
Yep.
That was literally the first thing I thought as well. I love the fact that the Terminator's got a mullet.
Yeah.
Like a severe one and all.
What's wrong with his mouth?
Yeah. It looks like one of those pictures, you know, where they put like, here's a person's forehead, here's the middle of their face, and here's their mouth. Like it doesn't belong to the same rest of the face.
The more you look at it, the more you start to think its eyes are following you. Let's move on. The worst?
Yeah, I'm going the worst, that's for sure, yeah.
Okay, let's find a spot for it then. Better or worse than Edema?
I probably prefer Edemas to this.
Okay. Better
Just.
or worse than Raven, the pack is back.
Yeah, this is better than that.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. We got
Everything's
more.
better than that.
Saxon Thunderbolt. So we're going to some classic British heavy metal here in the shape of Saxon. So you kind of already guessed kind of what this cover might be like when you hear the album title Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I like this album cover. I didn't know this album cover.
Now, for those who might be wondering, well, what the fuck's the point of the eagle? An eagle is synonymous with Saxon. It's as simple as that. It's often an eagle that's used in a lot of their artwork and stuff like that. So we got Thunderbolt, we got an eagle, we got some nice colors in the background, nice big prominent Saxon. I think this is fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, let's start from the top then. Better or worse than Dimmu?
I prefer Dimmu's, I think, still just.
Cool. Lamb of God's Ashes of the Week.
Wow. This is where I'm kind of either side of this one, to be honest with you, is where I think I am. There's actually similarities between it, not just in the fact that there's like a bird thing going on, but the same sort of color palette. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's the softer colors than that. So
let's put this above Lamb of God because it is Saxon.
Yeah.
A little rub. Tankard. So Tank ARD, Tankard.
Yep.
The Beauty and the Beer. Now, I really like this album cover. I thought it was funny. My wife disagreed.
Oh, okay.
So, troll, woman, exposed boobs, beer, simple.
Yep. It's quite comical, isn't it? It's like a nice cartoony kind of vibe to it. It's like the predecessor to Shrek.
Yeah.
The metal version of Shrek.
Horror. Yeah, it's quite fun and cute.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Bottom of fine after Enema?
Yeah, put it there.
Yeah.
Putting all the people with their boobs out at the bottom are fine.
Yeah. Okay, we've got 3 left. Let's do System of a Down's Hypnotize. Now, this is going to be interesting.
I always get these 2 albums mixed around, Hypnotize and Mesmerize.
Yeah, Hypnotize, this one. So, yeah.
Yes, this one.
I don't like this. I think it's ugly. That's it. Simple. I think it's ugly.
It wasn't meant to be like a sort of Ouija board or something. I don't really know what it is.
I
never really understood it.
I don't know this, but this seems like someone's artwork, right? Like, it seems like someone's artwork. Like they're a painter. And this was either someone in the band or someone friend to the band and stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, that's cool. And it's like, it's just crap though.
Yeah, I don't really like it, to be honest with you, because I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't find it particularly interesting to look at for too long.
Mm-hmm. Question is,
broken clock. I can see. Does it hypnotize me?
Yeah.
No, not really. To be hypnotized, you've got to want to stare at a thing for a while. But what this does is the opposite. Is it makes me want to move away. It unhypnotizes me.
Pretty bad or the worst?
Pretty bad. I don't think it's the worst. Not like compared to some of the shit we got down there.
Bro, all right, let's start from the top then. Better or worse than Midian?
Midian's still better.
Better or worse than Pile Driver?
I still prefer Pile Driver, to be honest. I don't know why, but
yeah, man, absolutely. Better or worse than Rob Zombie?
Okay, put it there.
It might be there, isn't it? Yeah. 2 more, and we have one from each end of the spectrum. We have Beauty and the Beast. That's not it. That's not the band. That's just me saying.
Right. Sorry, I'll stop typing Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, let's start with Beauty then. Let's look at Witherfall's Curse of Autumn. Now, I'm a big fan of this cover because what I really love is the hue more than anything else. The autumn hue they've gone to try and theme it around the album title.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of detail going on that. I really like this album cover.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's a very cool picture. Very, very cool. Nice colours, like you said. I love it. I don't mind simplistic. Don't get me wrong. There are plenty of simplistic albums out there, but I do love it when a really proper, prominent bit of artwork comes in. You know, one that you can stare at and find details in the background and the clouds and
yeah.
For me, Yeah, but that's like it's gonna be high up in that. You know what I mean? It's not like all right. It's not Master of Puppets high up, but
Ahead of Blind Guardian? In between
yeah,
Blind Guardian?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. That's a good place.
that is a good place, which brings us to the last one, and it's one for the controversial. Again, looking at Torture Killer for maggots to devour. I'll just wait till you see this one.
Kind of got an idea of it in my head, but we'll see if I'm right. Okay, that's not what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's art, so to speak. It's some form of art.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
is it? We've seen worse. Here's the thing: we've seen grosser and worse gross, like shit gross. I don't think this is shit gross.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't think it's good either.
nah, I mean it's designed to shock, isn't it? That's what it is.
Absolutely.
It doesn't really succeed in that. It's not shocking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit odd, to say the least. I'm as much such a prick I am on this stuff. I get bothered by small things. I'm bothered by the fact that the album title isn't in capitals. That's what's bothering me. And at least from the picture I've got, there's a full stop after the word devour, which is never done. You don't punctuate your title. I'm also concerned about the baby at the front on the left, because everyone else seems to be all right, but that one seems to be drowning.
Where all these reasons, where do you put it then? Which ranking?
I think it's pretty bad. That's where I'd go, pretty bad. I think it's going to be reasonably low down in it as well.
Well, let's compare them then. This over NoFX's Heavy Petting Zoo.
I prefer this over that.
Steel Panther?
I think I'd probably prefer this over Steel Panthers as well.
Cool. Battle Axe?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Anthrax?
Yeah.
Okay. Rush?
Nah.
There we go then.
There.
Anthrax and Rush. There we go. And in the end, we only put 5 album covers in the best out of 40. Thus is the way. Yeah, this is heavily weighted towards pretty bad and the worst. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in pretty bad and 8 in the worst. So 19 of the 40 in the lower half. That's just a random choice, I guess, and our opinions. But what I will just quickly run through the best. Not all of them, you can see that yourself. But the best, we said Machine Head to Blackening, Luna's Call, The Void, Amonomaths, Sutod Rising, Slayers, Repentless, and Catlecapitation, Death Atlas. They are easily the best.
Yeah,
easily.
Agreed.
There you go. There's another 40 album covers done. If you've got any thoughts, let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?